some curry coconut shrimp. Are you interested in making this one? If you're interested, come, let's do it together. Alright, so I'm going now and clean up the shrimp. The shrimp already come deveined, but these tiny legs got to go. Them creep me out, so I'm gonna go in and cut off these. It's taking me out of the ordinary, and I'm not taking off the shelf. So let me go clean these. So let's go in and check. Guys, again, cut off the tail if you want, but I'm also leaving the tail. I'm just checking to make sure everything is gone. Then I'm just gonna lift the shrimp out. See that? One by one, to ensure that I don't miss anything, or look at Anka, whatever it is. Alright. Guys, room temperature water or cold water. You don't want to use hot water because you don't want to start the cooking process. So, room temperature water is the best. Lemon juice to it, and I don't add too much, and I don't use vinegar on the shrimp because I think the acid from the vinegar also start cooking the shrimp. Maybe not the lime too, because the lime acidic, but yeah, just a little tad. Alright, so I'm gonna let this sit for a minute, then pour it off. Alright, so now I'm just gonna go in and like try to remove the excess water from the shrimp. Alright, now we're gonna go on to the seasoning. We have red and green bell peppers, onion, garlic, hot pepper, ginger, and thyme. We have water in this, so I don't want to turn over. Right? So we're gonna chop up seasoning. So we're gonna go in with onion. Right? Go in with the onion. We're gonna change over this one to a smaller one. And then we're gonna do the bell peppers. So we're the red. We should take out the onion and do them separately or put it to the side. I'll be back. Alright, so we'll push the onion to one side and the bell peppers to the other side, because the onion I go saute first, so may I separate them. Alright, then we'll do the bell pepper. Alright, so this or that. May I chop up the ginger and the no, not chop up the ginger, and I want to be able to find the ginger. So I'm just press the ginger and cut up with garlic. Could I put the garlic in the garlic press, you know? Alright. Just have to chop up the garlic. You can go as thinly as you like. I don't like feeling the garlic, like chunks of garlic, so I normally tend to go as small as possible. Or you can also press it and leave it too. Okie dokie. Alright, this is good enough. Alright, we'll set that aside. We're going to do the pepper. We don't chop the whole of the pepper, but the habanero pepper here, it's spicy. So there is half the amount of seed in the pepper and the skin of the pepper. I smell it. If my daughter never there, I'm going to use the whole pepper. Alright, so I use half of the pepper with half of the seed. And then we have a little piece of thyme leaf. And we just have to press the ginger, so we can find it to remove it after we finish. Alright, so we have this. So let's move on. Teresa Ross, let me say this soon. Teresa Ross is going to leave the shell on the shrimp because I like it, but you can go ahead and remove it. Okay, so we'll leave in that. So to some clean shrimp, we're going to add some Maggi fish seasoning. And guys, I'm seasoning this lightly. We're not do too much, right? So I'm using the Maggi chicken and I'm using some adobo all-purpose seasoning. Guys, remember this salt, so be careful. I'm also using a little red pepper flakes. Right? And the reason why I use the red pepper flakes, they see them little red flakes here. I like seeing them in the shrimp, so that's why. And it's hard to pick up the seeds, so I'm just going with a little like that. Alright, so I'm gonna add a little turmeric. And you don't want to use too much because it's strong. But you don't want it, the flavor it take over your food. So just a little hot. And then I'm gonna use Better Pack curry. And I'm gonna sprinkle a little on it because I'm also gonna burn a little. Okay? And then I'm gonna grab a gloves. Alright, let me just use a spoon. I'm gonna go back and go grab a gloves, but true, you don't want to waste any time. I just have to combine it with a spoon. So, yeah. Then you just go in and combine it nicely. Alright? in. We'll set this aside and continue. So I'll be back. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to add to the pan is a little olive oil. Alright, and I'm also going to go in with a piece of butter. I like the two combination, so that is why I'm going to join them together. If you have olive oil, you can use it alone. If you want, you can use butter alone, but the flavor that the two gives is my preference, so you can try that and see if you like it. So we're just gonna melt this down. May I move it around because I want it melt faster, right? Okay. No, may take too long. Soon done. Okay. Then I'm gonna go in with the garlic. Can also put the ginger in same time. And just toss it around until it starts smell that aroma. Keep the stove on low because you don't want to burn the garlic. Keep it on low. Right. Did I put back the curry? Can't find the curry, guys. Alright, so we're gonna toast the curry now. We Jamaican would say burn, so we're gonna burn, not literally, but we're gonna burn some of the curry. So I'm going with a little curry. I wonder if we use coconut milk. My plan was if we use coconut milk, you know, guys. So now I'm gonna go in with the onion. And if look at bell pepper get in it and nothing that. Right, going with the onion, the pepper, and the thyme. I'm turning the stove to low. All the action stop going. Alright. Turn over the stove a little. Alright, so once the onion change color, meaning it get kind of translucent in a sense, or lighter in color, then we're gonna add some coconut milk. I was contemplating the coconut milk, but I'm gonna add a little, just a little, not too much. And guys, you can go in and add the bell pepper too, but I don't really like bell pepper like that, so I'm gonna add it in close to the end. Like when I add the shrimp, I'm gonna add the bell pepper at that time. Alright, I'm gonna go in with a cup of coconut milk. All right, so we're gonna leave this so all right, so we're gonna add a few leaves of spinach to it. So I'm gonna wash it and I'll be back. All right, so I'm going to add a few leaves to the sauce and just combine it. Alright, so we're gonna cover this so that the spinach can steam. And once that's steamed, then we'll come back, guys. Alright, this is where I go now. Alright, this is good enough. So now, this is where most people mess up when they're making shrimp. You have to wait until the sauce thick before you add the shrimp, because the shrimp contains a lot of water, right? And especially because mine are on the shell, you know a lot of water is underneath the shell. So you have to allow the sauce to get rich and thick before you go in with your shrimp. Then you're gonna add the shrimp. So when you add the shrimp now, you just fold it in the sauce. And as I said, the shrimp contain a lot of liquid. I remember only I work with 5 to 7 minutes for the shrimp. So if the water long in night, remember on a soup you're making. So if the water in this long, now gonna take 7 minutes to dry it out. 5 to 7 minutes to dry out the sauce. So once the sauce thickens, you add your shrimp. Right? So I'm gonna cover this so that the heat can catch the top of it also. Guys, you know, realize I'm gonna add the bell pepper. I don't add the bell pepper. I'm gonna add the bell pepper. See. Oops. Remember, slow and steady. In the next 3 minutes, we'll continue. Alright, so guys, we have 2 more minutes. I'm not sure if you are a lemon girly, but if you like lemon in your shrimp, you can just squeeze in a little lemon juice. Alright? Alright, so we have 2 more minutes to go, guys. Alright, guys, this is it. Alright, guys, so this is the finished result, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. If you made it this far, don't forget to like, share, or leave a comment. Remember to support the page, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the another video. Bye.